Taurus, have I ever told you Leo might resonate with you? Is somebody into the 90s? Was that 90s R&B? Remember that song? Taurus, hello. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or any other area of your chart where Taurus might be relevant. I feel like, I don't know if this is just happening when I do these readings where, like, and I don't want to say I'm picking them at random, but I was like, maybe I'll do Taurus next. And then it's like, I don't know if it's the same reading or if it's the same reading from a different angle. Maybe you're another person in the story. Let me break it down for you. There is somebody, and it's like, it's hard to tell which person you are in this scenario. I feel like there's a happy outcome either way. So, here's what I'm saying. There's either somebody that you used to talk to, this could be somebody you used to work with, or you had like a working relationship, or if it's not that, it's like there's something where you could have manifested some kind of work. Alright, let me try to collect my thoughts. I'm like trying to like rush into every translation without explaining them all of the way. Maybe somebody is not good at completing a sentence. Alright, so the first thing I'm seeing is like maybe there was somebody that you used to work with that you had a rapport with, or something that you like got along with well, or that you talked to, or something. And this maybe caused some kind of drama in that person's marriage, maybe? For some of you, I don't know. Or if it didn't cause drama, although the Five of Swords is being clarified off camera by the Five of Wands. So that is le drama, or is it la drama? I don't know, I didn't take French in high school. I do know that there is some kind of... Okay, another translation, though, could be... There could have been a work opportunity that you manifested in the past that was very competitive. And maybe you were the right one for the job. This, like, doesn't have to be a love reading. Both of them can apply. The Magician is being clarified off camera by the Eight of Pentacles. Now, one other translation, right, is that somebody could have, if it's not just manifestation work, I don't know, because it's like, somebody could have, in the past, successfully done some kind of magic, like actual, like Magician and Eight of Pentacles can be like actual magic, like actual work in the spiritual realm to block some kind of destiny. Wheel of Fortune, I mean, it could be like somebody tried to block like an actual fortune, like Wheel of Fortune could be about actual money. But sometimes it relates to like a relationship or like a destined path or something that somebody was meant to do. And like, again, and it's being clarified by the Hierophant, which could be like a relation, like a very serious relationship that could have gotten blocked through magic. Maybe, potentially, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. For some of you, that could be right because... Okay, so let's say that's the case. Whoever did that is currently experiencing some sort of karma by, like, if it was a woman, for example, her finances are not doing well, and, like, also she's, like, maybe having relationship issues, and also maybe she's getting dumped. Yeah, it's like, that could have blown back on somebody's marriage, or somebody's relationship, in a really very serious way. Somebody could be, like, in the process of getting very seriously affected due to doing that to somebody. Another thing I'm seeing is it's like there's multiple versions of this story happening. Uh, it feels like there is somebody that, yeah, it's like, so let's say the very first translation is true also, and that, like, if you were talking to somebody and things were working out really well, but there was, maybe that person was married, or maybe there was some kind of blockage, yeah, or like drama or something. If somebody came between you in any way, or if, like, even if they were already in the picture, there's just something not working out for somebody right now. So it feels like somebody who was either in a commitment, or again, if they got that commitment in an unethical way, like through magic, like if somebody like did a love spell directly using somebody's name. It's one thing to do a love spell to just like attract love, right? Like, I every now and then I'll start like going off on a tangent about like the ethics of a love spell, right? I'm like, don't like do love spells on people. It's not like that. Doesn't, you have to like do it forever, like it, and it's like it like warps people's brains, and it's not like fair to them, and it also like once like the laws of the universe are reset, like it fucks with your life way harder. It's not worth it. So, but this is like, this feels like somebody like, if that is what it is. Again, I don't know, but there's like multiple indications of like whether it was done through magic or not. Somebody could have like, in its like more negative form, the magician can just be somebody who's manipulative, right? It comes up in the upright, but it's like if that is, it's like there's something where it's like in the upright something might have been working out between you and somebody, and there's some energy of like someone, maybe multiple people, have gotten between, blocked it somehow. Somebody may have like decided that they wanted what you had with that person, or somebody may have, even if they like didn't swoop in, there's some energy of like there was somebody else that like they ended up having some kind of commitment with that person. However they ended up obtaining it, it doesn't matter. It feels like there's something kind of on the fritz right now for somebody, and it feels like, again, there are like indications that there's some other person, which maybe that's you. I don't know who you are in the story. Like, I'm not sure if you're the one that's been doing magic, or if you're the one that is a victim of whatever potential foul play is here. Again, it's like, I don't want to accuse people of doing that. Sometimes when it shows up in readings, it's hard to not see it. It's hard to unsee it sometimes once you see it. There's like multiple indications of it, but even if it was just like, and there are a lot of people who will say, like, in its simplest form, magic can just be like gossip, slander, rumors. It can be like people just like being purposely manipulative by like painting a narrative about somebody that's not true based on what they want people to believe, and that in itself can be like potentially a form of magic, right? Like, so in its most like easiest form, although as we all know nowadays it is very easy to just like, you know, pay an Etsy witch $5 for something that we don't know if they're qualified to be doing that. We don't know the level of protection that somebody else has, you know? So you don't really know what you're doing necessarily. And even if you do know what you're doing, you should also know, like, the potential consequences of that. It feels like somebody is maybe currently suffering consequences of some sort of action, whether it was spiritual or otherwise, whether it was just like somebody took very serious steps to negatively impact somebody's destiny, somebody's like potential relationship with somebody, And even if, again, maybe it's just about work. It's like if somebody came in between you and your work, there's somebody who's like currently experiencing some sort of karma for that in the form of like they're not doing well financially and they're not in a good spot in their relationship. I don't know how else to say that, but I feel like whoever this is, if this is somebody from your past that like you used to talk to, I don't feel like they've let you go, and I don't know that you've let them go. Or something. There's some mutual energy of like you both kind of held on to each other to some degree, even if it wasn't actively, even if it was like you had some kind of back end feeling that you didn't fully let go of. Don't take it if it's not for you. I try to like keep everybody very cognizant of like you have your own free will, and if it's not for you, don't make it fit. Don't make it fit if it's not for you. I do see coming up for somebody there is a very nice relationship coming. There's something that really works out. Yeah, because somebody is just not able to move on, and I feel like even we have the moon clarified by like a two of pentacles reverse, which can kind of indicate like if somebody was able to manipulate things from behind the scenes or in a way that is, again, the moon can also, especially when it's paired with like pentacle energy, like that can also be signs of magic. I don't know to explain myself. Anyway, there's something where it's like it's like they ran out of gas with it, at least for now. I don't want to say forever. Some people never give up and they just continue like poking and prodding at things that they have no business trying to insert themselves into. I do think that there is something. We do have a full moon in Pisces coming up. I don't know that this happens by that time, but because the moon is there, it does seem to indicate like Pisces can also, that's like a very, like, that is like the sign, like that's Neptune energy, that could be about, I'm like, Pisces is also about magic. There's, because the effects of the full moon can also last, like, for 2 weeks, right? Like, so, like, that's, like, the potency of, like, kind of what happens. So it's, like, it could also be, like, over the course of the next few weeks, this bond could kind of, like, reform and come back together. Maybe. Potentially. And it does feel like, yeah, I feel like you make somebody happy. There's somebody that feels like a very young, youthful energy towards you, and they're gonna want to take some sort of action towards you, or in regards to like figuring this out. And I'm like trying to read this a different way too. I'm like trying to see if this is you in the middle. It's like even if that was you in the middle, there's some energy of like there had to be another person in the picture at some point, whether it was originally you or somebody else. It feels like unless you resonate with being heartbroken, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, no, it definitely feels like there's at least you and somebody else involved in this scenario. I'm like trying to even with like like even High Priestess reversed is like clarified by like Four of Pentacles upright, which could be like somebody. Again, that could be like magic. I'm like, that could be like witch energy of like holding on to somebody through like manipulative, like actual, whatever. It's like there's something like that, and then the most positive version of this, like, present energy could be, like, if it's somebody that didn't work out and you're sad about it, maybe it works out. Again, it does feel like there's, like, somebody that came in between you and a destined path, journey, relationship. Even if it's like a life path or a life goal or something. And, like, let's say there's nobody that you're, like, thinking of romantically at the moment. There could be somebody that you meet then that is going to be, like, a good business partner. For a lot of you, I think it's a romantic situation, but I do try to read it in, like, every possible form. At the bottom of the deck, oh yeah, we have 4 of Wands. That could be a home, family, celebration. That could be twin flame energy. There's the only thing I see is that, like, you will have to find, I don't know, there's something where the only, like, weird thing at the bottom of the deck that's right under that is, like, someone might get caught. Is it getting caught doing magic? I don't know. There's something that you could find out, or somebody might get found out. It doesn't have to be either one of you. Like, it could just be something that comes out that somebody will have to keep a cool head about when they find out. And I don't know that it's to do with this person. Like, I feel like this 2 of Cups energy feels really good, and even the bottom of the deck feels really good. So it could also be something that happens closer to December, since it's Temperance reversed, or something that might happen in a few months. Again, it might be like you find, especially if this person is married or was married and they have kids, or maybe the kids say something during the holidays where you're like, oh, I'm sorry, mommy said what about me now? Or something, like, that's like one possible quick little mini translation about what could happen at the bottom of the deck. I actually feel my throat, like, starting to close up and, like, my head starting to hurt, so I'm like, maybe someone's gonna be, like, attacking non-stop once things take a turn. Maybe somebody just didn't want to silence you, or maybe somebody just doesn't want this message coming out. I don't know. Either way, Taurus, I hope that you're the one that comes out on top in this reading, and that you do end up with this nice little destiny that may or may not have gotten blocked from you previously, whether it was through ill intent the normal way or all of the other ways previously mentioned. But regardless, I feel like there's something really, maybe like a really nice surprise happening around the full moon. Pisces full moon can be very emotional too, so who knows? I mean, that's one, and that's on Friday, right? That's coming up in a couple of days, so that could be like when the light will be brought to, like, somebody's dreams, intuition, their emotions, their secret emotions, their secret fantasies and daydreams, and things that they know and feel intuitively. And Pisces can also just be a very emotional. So, like, sometimes when the Pisces full moon comes, it could be, like, just super emotional in general, but this one feels, like, really nice, though, which is surprising, because you hear Pisces and full moon, it's like, wait a minute, what? That doesn't sound like a good combo of things. But in this reading, it looks really nice. So maybe your dream fantasy relationship is going to come true, or I don't know, maybe if you've been doing magic, you're not going to have a happy outcome. I don't know. Again, I don't know which person you are in this reading, Taurus, but I hope it all works out for you. I hope that you get this 4 of Wands that's at the bottom of the deck. And above all else, I hope that the holidays are really good. Regardless of what happens, that's not going to happen for a little while. So let's just stick with until next time. So until next time, good luck, Taurus.